Hello, guys. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's still your favorite nurse designer, and today we have someone really lovely, like someone very, very lovely, to tell us about the process of migrating to Saudi Arabia. So, before we start the whole story, I will ask her to introduce herself to the channel, please.
Hi, Nurse Kenny. It's been a very long time. Nice to see you again.
Nice to
You're
see
looking so shiny and
you.
bubbly.
You're looking beautiful as well.
Thank you. So, brief introduction. My name is Taiwo. Taiwo and Kenny. Okay, my name is Taiwo. Yeah, I'm a registered nurse from Nigeria. I'm currently working in Saudi Arabia. I've been here for about 8 months now. Yes, and
Wow,
that's
really nice.
basically just it.
Um, Before I start, I would like to just refresh. Do you actually know the first time we met? I think it was in Lasut.
Yes, in male surgical ward
Uh,
A.
so it was doing a particular posting, right?
Yes, I remember
I was.
vividly.
I thought I was good. So it's
Yes.
I met her in Lasut in Lagos State. So
Yes.
I went to School of Nursing and she went to
Lagos State
La-
University.
Lagos
Last
State.
2 years.
Exactly. So
Yes.
during a particular posting, we met each other. Oh, that was really
Yeah.
nice. It was nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too there. Like I think you were in your finals at that time. You were preparing for your council exams and were the one that were arranging and cleaning everywhere.
Oh,
Man,
oh,
that's been a long time. That's like 2018 or 19 or so. I think so. Yeah.
yes, yes. And that after I finished from School of Nursing, I had to go to Lautech. I went to Lautech, like I was saying earlier, to get my BSc degree. But unlike you, it was so straightforward. You have
Yeah.
your license and you have your degree together by just going to the university. Those are
Yes.
that we were not really aware earlier. But yeah, with
Yeah.
God, we are where we want to be or where we aspire to be.
Alhamdulillah. Do you know, as at that point that you left the country, I was like, maybe I should have gone to school of nursing too.
Uh, uh,
Because Nigeria was showing everybody shake, and I was like, okay, at least even when you leave, you can do your BSc outside the country and all of that. But that was quite fast. I think Lautech too is accelerated and
yes,
yes. Mm.
yes, yes, yes. Oh, thank you so much.
Yeah, cool.
You said you've been in Saudi for 8 months now.
Yes,
So how are
actually.
you finding it? Like, how are you settling in? Because I can remember when I recently moved to the UK. Oh dear. Ah, so new, the weather, the food, everything was just so new. So how did you settle? Was it easy?
To be honest, it was not easy for me at all. Like the weather here was very bad when I newly came. The weather is harsh. It's a desert, so they experience extreme temperatures on both ends. When I came, it was really, really cold. In fact, the night I landed, I could not even breathe. Like it was that bad. I could not even breathe. I
Wow.
was like, what is this? Who sent me here? I should have just stayed at home and been eating my father's food, though. It was really that bad.
Wow.
So, and though the weather started changing along the time and it became very hot again at a point, I don't know. For me, it's just been one respiratory problem or the other. That was just like the only health issues I battled when I got here. I'm still battling it. I don't know. It's part of the reasons why I may consider moving or not, because I feel like my body is not even just wanting to adjust to the old place. So I have an ENT doctor that I see almost every 2 weeks, and I'm like, is this how I want to continue living my life? I was not like this in Nigeria. The weather is very bad. But the
Oh,
funniest thing is that I think I'm the only one affected. My other friends are not, they're not having any issue settling down. So I
wow.
don't know. Maybe because they were from the north in Nigeria and they were already experiencing weathers like this. But for me, it was a brand new experience. Then
Oh.
coming here, there was the fact that there was no Nigerian community, you know. At least when if you are in the UK or US, there's no way you will not see one or two Nigerians like that. So when I really arrived, I didn't even see any Nigerian for like a week. Because
Wow.
we usually arrive in a particular place, like they have an headquarters where everybody arrives before they take us to our respective places and all of that. But when I came here, I met about two Nigerian nurses. I'm the third. But the funniest thing is that most of the doctors here are Nigerians. I think we have about 5 or 6 Nigerian doctors.
Thank you so much for that. The whole process of migrating to Saudi as a nurse, how long, like roughly how long does it take?
Well, it depends on your agency. My agency, some people, it takes them 2 months. But me, I had some issues with my NIN. And it's a very short process. It can take a month. It's a very, very short. It's very fast. The day you do your interview and they tell you, oh, we'll be employing you, that's all. I think the next week you go for your biometrics, you go for your verification, your police clearance, blah, blah, blah. Then maybe in 2 weeks' time, they send you your tickets to fly and all of that. So it's very, very fast. But mine took about 3 months because of the whole thing, I think 4 months, yes, because of I had NIN problems. Then I was not really yet decisive I wanted to move or not, so I was just like stalling it, pushing it forward. But when that cash scarcity started, oh my goodness, that was when I said, you know what, bye. I think I left on election day.
Yes.
Yes, I think I
Wow.
left.
So
Yeah.
it take someone 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, depending on how fast their agency is, right?
Yes, and you yourself on how fast you want to move.
Okay. Oh, good. That's really. So now, this is the all big question.
Okay.
Do you mind taking us through the process on how to become a nurse in Saudi, like as brief as or as much as you can.
Okay. So the thing is that Saudi Arabia does not do direct hire, in the sense that you cannot apply to a job yourself. You have to come in
Okay.
through their verified agents. They have agents that help them with the recruitment process. So the only way you can come here is through a direct agent, through an agent. But some other people have been coming here through LinkedIn, like they apply to jobs on LinkedIn. Okay, so in Saudi Arabia, we have the Ministry of Health, which is what we call general hospitals in Nigeria. The whole how do we call it? HMB or
Sure.
so, Health
MO.
Management Board, something like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes. We have the Ministry of Health. We have the military hospitals, just like Nigeria too.
Yes.
And we have the private sectors. So the agencies that recruit for each of these people are different.
Okay.
But one thing about military hospitals is that military hospitals do direct hire. You can apply to the military hospitals through LinkedIn, because one of my friends that got an offer was through LinkedIn. In fact, she didn't even apply for the job. She only set up her LinkedIn page as a nurse looking for a job in Saudi Arabia. And she said they reached out to her and they offered her the job. So after they offered her the job, they now referred her to an agent that was going to process it for her. So this is the whole thing basically. When Saudi Arabia wants to recruit, they tell their agents, their verified agents. So these agents put out advertisements for people to apply and all of that. So when people apply, the Ministry of Health comes to Nigeria to do an interview for people.
Okay.
The Ministry of Health from Saudi Arabia, they send representatives to Nigeria to carry out an interview.
Okay.
Sometimes they also do virtual interviews, depending on what they want to do. They don't really tell if this year will be virtual or it will be physical. Like last year, I did a physical interview. This year, they did virtual interviews. So it's different. It depends. The agency will let you know which one they will be doing.
Okay.
So after the interview, they will have different specialties: emergency, midwifery, ICU, different specialties, community health. So you would write the exam. The interview is really like a 30-question exam. If going by what I did last year, yes, it's a 30 questions exam that you would write. Then I think the pass mark is 70% or so. So you have to score about 70%. So when you score that 70%, they will now do an interview. But it is from the day of the interview you will know if they are picking you or not. They will tell you at the interview, like, okay, yes, we are picking you or not. So afterwards, you would go back home and you wait for them to process all your contracts, 1 or 2 things. I think that takes about 1 or 2 weeks. Then they'll reach out to you to come to Abuja, because that is where the visa application center is. It's in Abuja.
Really?
Yes.
There is none in Lagos?
No.
Ah,
No. I think
okay.
no. You have to go to
Okay.
Abuja. I think the one in Lagos only functions for people that are coming to Hajj. I'm not sure if there's one in Lagos or not. But the thing is that Ministry of Health are very particular. When they want something, that is what they want. They have a particular hospital in Abuja. That is the hospital where they do their medicals. You cannot do medicals anywhere else.
Wow.
So going to Abuja is like for everything. You do your medicals, do your visa application, you do your police clearance in Abuja.
Okay.
So basically, I did the job interview in October. Then they called us in December. I think that particular time something happened with Ministry of Health, so they stalled it for a while. So in December, they called us to come to Abuja for the whole verification, blah, 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 and all of that. So afterwards, January, people started moving.
Wow. That was fast.
Very fast. And one funny thing about the Saudi Arabia migration is that it will be seeming like scam to you. Like,
do you know, I wanted to ask you that their recruitment process, is it do they make it well known? Like, are people aware of it, or is just a kind of small and secretive kind of recruitment? Because I received a WhatsApp message just before coming to the UK about this Saudi migration, and I'm like, this thing doesn't look real. No. But it is real.
yes.
But
I think the thing,
have people to tell me that it's real, go for it, and
yes. I think the thing is that about 2 years ago, they used to advertise it. But if you remember in the news 2 years ago, when the Nigerian police went to bust them or something, that it became a big problem, the whole, they are coming to take our healthcare professionals away, blah, blah, blah. So now it's usually very hushed. They would send out adverts without interview date, without venue or anything. When you apply, I think 2 days before the exam or a day to the interview, that's when they will tell you that this is the address.
Wow.
Like me, they told me the day before that this is the address. So when you're applying, they would have checked your location. For those of you that are in that location, they won't tell you anything until probably that night. Then maybe those that are far away, they'll tell them like 2 days before. Like that. So it's like that. It's usually very hushed. And when it all started, I was like, this one's they are scam, Jare. Let me just see. I'm just the kind of person that let me just see. If when they told me to pay for the whole visa application and everything, I was like, that's the scam part. We've gotten to the scam part. My daddy was like, let's just risk it, And that was, in fact, until my tickets came out, I didn't even believe I was traveling.
Are you serious?
Yes. I didn't believe
it. So all one needs to do just to apply when the vacancy comes up. Then after that, you a message from the recruitment agent or someone to tell you that, okay, you have been scheduled for an interview.
Yes.
Then you go for either physical or virtual.
Yes.
Then on that same day, you get your results if you have been shortlisted. Not. Just start preparing, your own documentation, visa. And so you don't need IELTS like we do here in the UK.
No, you don't need any IELTS. You don't need anything.
That's really straightforward. What are people now waiting for? Let's go to Saudi. Guys,
the thing is that People did not like coming to Saudi Arabia. As at that time that I was going for, in fact, on the day I was going for the exam, I think I had like 5 of my friends that was like, guys, let's go for this thing together. And they were like, no, we're not going to Saudi Arabia. You know, the fear of they will cut off my head, they will cut off my hand. Babe, the day I was leaving Saudi Arabia, leaving Nigeria, my heart was thumping, like boom, boom, boom. Like I was so scared. Even the night before, someone still told me, you're going to a place where they cut people's head, you're going to a place where they, I'm like, oh my goodness, I was so scared that even when I got here, in fact, before I started being confident to attend to patients and all of that, boom, boom, I was so scared. Even when I was working in the delivery room, because one funny thing about me is, all along, they asked me at the interview that, do I want to come here as a midwife? I said no. When I got to the headquarters, the HR there, she was like, I want to post you to a maternal and child hospital. I said, no, I don't want to go to a maternal and child hospital. Just post me to nursing, because I'm always so scared. You know the way midwifery is? Midwifery is like, you can sue your midwife up to 25 years after the whole thing. And so I'm always so scared. I was so scared. When I arrived here, they were short-staffed in their delivery room unit. And when they saw that I had midwifery certificates, they catapulted me. Then I was like, oh my goodness, see what I've been running away from. So every time I had a patient, my heart would just do boom, boom, boom. I'll be so scared. I'll be like, God, please, I don't want to make any mistakes. I don't want to, it was just like that until I started realizing that it was not even really like that. Most of these Saudis are not even like that. And you'll be working with a lot of other nationalities. Like, it's the number of Saudi nurses we have here is very minute. They're just about 10% of the total workforce. So it's usually all of us, Indians, Pakistans, Sudanese, people from all over the world. This place is like a United Nations place. Everybody's here. There's no nationality you're looking for that you won't find in Saudi Arabia. That's how crazy it is. So when I started realizing, like, okay, these people don't even care. Just be kind, just be calm, just nothing is just nothing everywhere, So, so now, okay.
You said something about they're trying to post it to a midwifery suit because you have RM. I would like to ask, what qualification do one need to be able to follow through with this migration path? Do you need double qualification, or you need BSc, or a single qualified can actually still apply?
Okay, so the thing is that Ministry of Health only takes bachelors.
Okay.
But private sectors, the military hospitals, they take single qualified, double qualified, quadruple, any qualification you have, they will take it. But the Ministry of Health only takes, and this is a new thing. It was just recently they started. Even there are citizens that are single qualified, they've started sending them back to school. The Ministry of Health are no longer taking single qualified, or with bachelor's is the most. In fact, if you don't even have RN, just have your bachelor's.
Are you serious?
Yes.
And
because by the time they start all the whole verification thing, they are more concerned about the bachelor's certificate. That is one thing they are always very concerned about. Yes.
Wow.
And just your license
that takes single qualified.
Yes. Private takes single qualified. The military hospitals too take. Because that my friend I said got a job. She's not a bachelor's. She's not a graduate. She only has then what gives you an higher advantage is if you have what do we call these things? Specializations. Like maybe you already have A&E, you have perioperative, you have NICU. What do we call that? Is advanced distance.
Qualified, like RN, RM, RN.
Yeah.
RN.
Yes. It gives you an edge. Yes.
So those ones are, what if they are just double qualified, like RN, RM, but without bachelors?
That's what I'm saying. That's for military hospitals and private sectors. It gives you an edge when you are double qualified.
Oh, good. Yes. Good. Yes. Sectors, you need to apply on your own.
You know the way people have bank staffs in UK? Yes, staffs that they usually use to just cover shortage, like that. Do you understand? So as someone that's coming through the private route, you can be posted to like 3 or 4 hospitals before the end of the contract.
Wow.
Yes. Unlike the Ministry of Health, that wherever you're posted is where you're posted, except they want to change your posting, but it's usually not within that first year of arrival.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Yes.
And I heard about some nice and juicy packages for Saudi nurses when migrating. How true is that? Like, I heard about free accommodation,
Yes.
thing.
Yes.
Like,
Everything is true. For nurses, they provide free accommodation. Like like it depends on the hospital. Like my own hospital is usually a flat, a 3-bedroom flat. The rooms are quite big, so it's a 2-person per room, 6-person per flat accommodation. But when
okay.
I arrived, where I stayed, it was just like single room apartment, single room en suite. It depends. But yes, they give accommodation, but they won't give accommodation if you are coming with your family, if you have a family and all of that. No, they will not.
So it's just for the
Yes,
person that's
yes,
employed.
the person. Yes, the person that is coming. But for doctors, I think they give family visa, family accommodation. And if you're not giving them family accommodation, they give them accommodation allowance. So as a nurse that is married, that is here with her family, I think you can apply for accommodation allowance. But it's not every hospital that pays it. Some of them will say, no, we have accommodation for you, so we're not paying you. Some of them are quite indifferent. They will give you the money to. So it depends on where you find yourself actually. Then the free feeding thing, yes, they make 3 square meals per day with fruits, with juice, with water, with, you know, every month we're entitled to boxes of water because we can't cook with their water, with the tap water. Yes, we use bottled water to cook. So every month they give us these big boxes of water, these 2 liters. I think each person gets about 10 pieces of it. Then you get milk, you get tea, you get
Wow.
coffee, you get sugar, you get yogurt. You get
That's
yogurt, you get
nice.
milk.
How long
Eh?
is there a particular time? How long would they give you this
Okay, for
accommodation
example, now the boxes of water, you get boxes of water once in a month. You
for
get
how
tinned milk once in a month. You
for
get
how long
coffee
of your
for
contract?
yes, throughout. As long as you are here, yes.
Are you serious?
Yes. If you stay here for 20 years, you get it for 20 years. If you stay here for 10 years, you get it for 10 years.
No, no way.
Yes.
Wow, that's really nice.
No,
That
you get it.
then you're not paying for accommodation, you're not paying for
No,
feeding.
no. You're basically not doing anything with your salary except for people
You
that like
people
to
are
do
rich.
extra things.
You people are rich.
But still, as much as all of that is there, the only problem I have with this place is the lack of family orientation for nurses. It's difficult. There are people that have been here for 20 years without their family. You only see your family when you go for vacation. And I don't know. I don't know if it's a life that's, I don't know. For me, the money is not worth it. For me, that's my personal opinion, anyways. The money is not
We'll
worth.
come to that aspect very soon.
Okay, okay.
But
All right.
are you saying the visa does not accommodate the family, the spouse and the children?
No, you can only bring your spouse and your children on a visit visa, which is a 3 months visa that you can always renew. You can always renew it, but they're just on a visit visa. And dependents cannot work. If your husband is coming on a dependent visa, they cannot work. Even for doctors that is coming with their family, no, dependents don't work.
I think that's the downside of it.
Yes.
That's the downside. But you can bring your children on a visit visa.
Yes, you can bring
But
them
if
here.
visit visa, they won't be able to go to school because they are just visiting.
It depends on the location. Some places have schools that international students can attend because if they are visiting, you can renew the visits every 3 months. Every 3 months. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. It's valid
Yes.
for 3 months, but you can renew it as much as you want to renew it.
Okay.
But
So
the
that
problem
means
now with getting schools, international schools, for them, international schools, they are very expensive, and some of them don't even take non-indigens.
oh dear. So does that mean people with children, if they are trying to migrate, they should not really consider Saudi because leaving their children behind and those things.
I always tell people that Saudi should not be a first choice for you if you are married.
Okay.
If you
Okay.
are a single babe like us, perfect. Come and make your money, accumulate it, and go wherever you want to go. But also as a married person, you can use it as a stepping stone.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
this whole red list thing, you want to go to another country, it doesn't affect nurses that are already in Saudi Arabia and all of that. So if you want to use it as a stepping stone to your glory,
Yeah. Yeah.
highly
Wow.
recommended.
Oh, thank you so much. It's getting really interesting and I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
please tell us what the shift pattern is like in Saudi.
Okay, so it depends on your region too. Like my own region, we go to work 6 days in a week and get 1 day off. Some regions, they go to work 5 days in a week and get 2 days off. Some regions, they go to work 4 days in a week and get, but the timing is different. For example, we that we go to work 6 days in a week, that means it's an 8 hourly shift.
Okay.
For those that go for 5 days in a week, those are the ones that do 10 hours shifts. And those that go 4 days in a week are those that do 12 hour shifts. It depends on your, but my own region, they've stuck to that 8 hour shift and they don't want to do anything else. Guys, it's so stressful for me because I'm someone that likes long shifts. When I was in Nigeria, you know the way we do by duty in Nigeria now, 16 hours stretch, you go home 2 days, relax and all of that. So for me, I'm like, people are just stressing yourself. Let's do 12 hours and just get 3 days or 4 days off.
So
But
the
it's not like
hours, weekdays and nights mixed together.
mm, no, sometimes you can get okay. So now we have the morning, afternoon, and night shifts. If you're on morning
Okay.
shift, you can do 6 days morning. If you're on
Okay.
afternoon, you can do 6 days afternoon. If you're on
Okay.
night, 6 days night on a stretch. But there's what we
Oh,
call reliever shift. Like someone that's, for example, you know those that are getting offs. Those people that are on late and night duty will get their off days. So people that are
yeah.
doing reliever shifts, you can do maybe 4 days morning, 2 days night, or 2 days morning, 2 days afternoon, 2 days night. That's even the most stressful of it all.
Out of your 1 day off, that's when you've given me this precious time of yours. Oh dear, how
Yeah, welcome.
much. So
Yes,
so so grateful.
you're welcome.
um so now let's come down to the juicy part. That's the salary part. So
Okay.
well, you said for you are not really comfortable with the salary.
Mm, well, I will not say I'm not comfortable with the salary, of course. It's almost times
Where
10 of what I was earning in Nigeria.
coming from?
But I'm just saying that it's not worth abandoning your family for years for. That is what I said. Like for me, I'm a family oriented person, so I don't think it's worth it. When there are other places I can go and be with my family and still make almost the same money and all of that, that's just it. But the salary is quite good, especially if you have several years of experience, like 10 years, 12 years experience. We have people that are earning as high as 2.5, 3 million monthly. Do you
Wow.
understand? So
Wow. So how much is basic salary
okay, so the
for
basic
some
salary, the basic
experience? Like some
salary is about 4,000, which is about, sorry. Okay, let's just say the basic salary is about $1,000.
okay, which is how
Yes.
much in Saudi? Is it Dira or what did you spend?
No, reals.
Riyals.
Yes.
Riyals.
So it's
Yeah.
about, that is just the basic salary. So as your years of experience, you get double. Not double like that, but I think about 300 per year or 400 per year, like that. Something similar like that.
How much is it in Saudi Riyal?
No, that's like is in Saudi Riyal. I'm saying okay in dollars. I think for every year of experience you get like an extra $100 or $200 like that. Yes,
So in dollar is about $1,000,
basic salary. Yes,
and
basic.
in Riyal about
It's about 4,000. Yes.
4,000. Okay,
Mm.
okay, but that's not bad. But you're not spending anything on accommodation. You're not spending on feeding. You have that with you. I know
Yeah.
that's bad. That's really nice.
No, it's
It's
actually really okay. It's not bad at all because some people make as much as 2.5, 3.5, even more than that. But
yeah.
I'm just saying that there are other countries you can go to where you earn almost similarly. Even in UK, despite how much we are saying oh, it's difficult and all of that, we still have people that are still able to save up to 800, 1 million naira in a month from their salaries. So,
Yeah.
and you still get
That,
to be with your family. Even if we
that,
say, okay, even if it's a 500,000 cut, if you're able to save 500,000 you're with your family. The thing is that this place now, most of the money we're earning, you can't even spend it for yourself. Except you want to go on vacation, you want to travel, you want to. There's no groove like Nigeria, you
I,
know.
oh. Okay. What's your final word for those that would love to come to Saudi? Would you advise? What would you say to them? Like, would you advise someone to consider that or not? You know,
Okay, like I said, if you are a single person, don't think
yeah.
twice. If you get the opportunity,
Oh
run.
yeah.
In fact, fly.
Ah,
Honestly, fly. I love it here anyways, aside from a few, miscommunications with some other nationalities and all of that, which is just a normal thing everywhere. Even in Nigeria, we used to fight with ourselves. So that's not a big deal. But as a married person, you need to really, really think about how you want to balance the family. You have to have like plan A, B, C, D, and all of that. But as a married person, if you have other plans to be elsewhere, maybe you've been writing IELTS and have been having issues, you've had issues with NCLEX, take the opportunity. Especially if your children are quite grown, or if you have someone your children can stay with, you can come here, make money 1 or 2 years, and go back home. Even if you're not going to another country. I have one of my friends in another region. She's not even planning to go anywhere.
wow.
Our plan is to stay here for 3 years and go back home.
That's it.
That's
Make
just our plan. Yes. She wants to start up a business at home. So she's trying to rack up the money. And she's so lucky. I think she has about 10 years experience before she came here. So
Oh
guy,
yeah.
her money is good.
Oh, that's nice. That's really
Yes.
let me ask you a question. Do you have plans of moving to another country from Saudi, maybe anytime in future, or anytime soon? Or are you bonded with is there a contract that says you can't leave for a particular period of time?
No. All contracts are 1 year. Ministry of Health is just a 1 year contract. You renew if you want to renew. And that 1 year contract means you'll be working for 10 months and the remaining 2 months will be your vacation, because there's a way they calculate that vacations. So it's about 60 days or 50 something days. Yeah. So if you want to renew your contract, you renew. If you don't want to renew, you go back to your house or wherever it is. Then as for me, I'm definitely going to migrate from here. Maybe not sharp like that, but yes, because I'm a family oriented person. I don't know. My husband cannot be in one far away place. So I can't even bring him here and he can't work, he can't study, he can't do anything. No, I'm a baby girl. I want to be spoiled. So no. No. But maybe not in a haste. I'm not in a hurry. I'm enjoying the place. I'm soaking it all in. But of course.
Oh, that's really nice. Come join us in the UK. Come join us. Come.
Do you know the funniest thing? The UK has always been like top on my list. I've always been a London kind of babe, you know. But let's see.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so grateful. Oh, it's so nice to have you.
Welcome.
Ah,
Thank you.
guys, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm going to leave a YouTube link so that you can see. She has a YouTube
Thank
channel and
you.
everything Saudi as a nurse, something really nice and lovely. I've been to a channel. I was just stuck there. I'm like, no way, I'm not going anywhere.
Thank you.
It's so nice to have you on my channel. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, guys, thank you for sticking with us throughout this journey. And I'll see you guys in my next video.